I'm having not only another baby, which is going to be 2 under 2, but I'm also going to be a mom of 4. So it's just like, am I going to be able to be the mom that I want to be and the mom that I know that I can be for all 4 children while also maintaining my sanity? Hey guys, and welcome back to my channel. So today it's going to be a chatty vlog. I have a load of laundry that I need to fold, and I'm just in the mood to chat, so this is gonna be a chatty vlog. I'm gonna try my best to not edit this video a ton, so I may or may not keep my word. I'm probably not going to keep my word. So it's super windy here in Oklahoma, so it literally sounds like the house is going to fly away any second. So if you hear any weird creaks, that is exactly what it is. I'm flying off into the wind. So let's get started with this video. So guys, the reason why I wanted to make this video is because I feel like it's something that a lot of moms deal with, especially moms that are going to have 2 under 2 and wondering if you can handle 2 under 2. With my first 2 with the girls, Alessandra and Ariella, they were almost 2.5 years apart. So by the time that I had Ariella, Alessandra was transitioned into a toddler bed. She was completely potty trained. So when Ariella arrived, it was pretty easy. This time around, I'm going to have another little one right after I just had a little one. So I'm going to have a 1-year-old, and I'm going to have a brand new baby. So when we were trying to conceive, we knew we wanted to have a baby ASAP, but we also want to give ourselves a chance to get acclimated with the one we just had. And I'm glad that we did the timeline we did, because it did take a little bit of time to conceive. So I felt like breastfeeding might have contributed to some of the extended period of TTCing that we were doing, because I always felt like I conceived pretty quickly, a lot quicker than most. But the fact that I was having so much difficulty trying to conceive, it definitely put a little bit of stress on me, and I feel like as a result it did take a little bit longer to try to conceive this baby. But I'm really glad that we conceived when we did, because Miles will be at least 1.5 years when this baby arrives. Now, initially I knew that 2 under 2 was going to be a handful. Me and my younger brother are 1.5 years apart, and my mom talks about how difficult it was having us 2 so close in age, and some days she felt like she was losing her mind. And I completely get that, because I feel like when your baby's 1 year old, they still can't completely communicate, they aren't necessarily potty trained, they are still learning so many different things every single day, and they're getting more used to just walking around and not necessarily, you know, just crawling and just getting into stuff and exploring. So yeah, a 1-year-old can be a bit of a handful, so I could see that. But we knew that's what we wanted. And I didn't feel super stressed about the idea of having 2 under 2 until I decided to go to this powwow event that happened in our local city. So if you don't know what a powwow is, it's basically like this Native American festival or event. Usually there will be music and parades, there's food, sometimes there's even rides for the kids. So I personally have never been to a powwow, but I know that a lot of people in my family, most of my mom, have been to ones before, because our family's from Virginia and they used to have tons of powwows, and I always wanted to go to one. So when I found out there was one coming to Oklahoma, I had to be there. My husband is training, so he is up to his neck in assignments and things that he's trying to get done, and that meant it was just going to be me and the kids. And Miles loves music, so I figured there's a parade or something happening, he's going to be interested in it and so be focused more on that than trying to escape the stroller. I was dead wrong, guys. We get to the festival, On the way there driving, Miles was super cool, calm and collected, but once we get settled, I'm out of the car with a stroller, walking all the way across the world, it felt like. He just wanted to get out of the stroller. Like, he didn't care what was happening, who said what. He literally demolished the food that I packed for him, and he slurped down that cup like nobody's business. So I immediately had nothing to give him to keep him happy and preoccupied except toys, which he did not want. So before the actual show happened, they wanted to honor some veterans that had recently passed. The whole beginning of it was mostly them acknowledging them, which I don't mind. You know, I think like it's super important to acknowledge people who have served for our country. But Miles, like, he was just not having it. He was like flipping out, throwing toys were flying everywhere. He didn't want me to hold him, he just wanted to get down. He was like crying, throwing a fit, kicking his feet. It was just like ridiculous. And the girls were with me, so they were trying to help the best they can, like they always do. But like, I'm just gonna be honest, guys, nothing was working. So it reached a point where I felt like I was going to be a disturbance to everyone else trying to, you know, pay attention and hear what the speaker's actually saying, or even if some of the veterans' family members are there, this is very important to them, and I didn't want Miles to be completely just a hot mess. I usually try not to do that as a parent, just in general. Like, if my kids are not having something and they're not feeling it, like, I'm out of there. Like, there's no way that I'm going to, you know, force my crazy wild child at the moment, you know, onto everyone else. I go to leave, and at this point I just feel like stressed because I'm pregnant, I have a belly, I have a baby refusing to now sit in the stroller, and I have the girls with me, which is pretty easy, but the room was packed. Luckily we were in the back, so I was able to escape. Sorry, battery died. And as soon as we got outside, I finally got him to chill out and put him into the stroller. I could literally hear the music starting. Like, the actual performances and everything was starting to happen, and I was just like, because, like, you know, as a mom or just as a parent in general, there are still things that you would like to do, see, and experience, especially with your kids. And sometimes when it doesn't go as planned, you are a little bit bummed, but at the same time, you're like, you can't really explain the situation to a 1-year-old or, you know, get them to want to be interested in something, you know, because they just have such a short attention span, and it's just how they are. Like, that's just one of their many milestones, that he's exploring and understanding the world. And sometimes he wants to explore when I might want him to sit for a little bit to enjoy a powwow. But it just started to make me think about the fact that I'm gonna have 2 under 2. Like, am I going to be able to actually handle this? Like, Miles doing a Miles thing that 1-year-olds usually do, and having a newborn. And instantly I felt like a sense of like panic and anxiety, because my husband's in the military. Like, he helps as much as he can, but if he has to be away at work, like currently right now he's been gone for like over a week, it's just me holding down the fort, you know, making sure not only are kids getting dressed and bathed and fed and their hair done, and trying to still do some fun things with them, and making sure I'm cleaning and folding laundry and, you know, doing all the really important tasks that a parent has to accomplish within a day, within a week, within a month. But sometimes it's like, you know, single parent life, you know, sometimes. It just kind of made me think about the fact that at some point I'm gonna be left with 2 under 2 by myself. It's just so many different thoughts that just pop into your head. Like, basically, like, as a mom, you have an idea of how you want to be a mom, how you want to raise your kids, how you want to communicate with them and have the ability to do things with them. And then you think about, oh crap, I'm having not only another baby, which is going to be 2 under 2, but I'm also going to be a mom of 4. So it's just like, am I going to be able to be the mom that I want to be and the mom that I know that I can be for all 4 children while also maintaining my sanity? Any mom that has 2 under 2 or had 2 under 2, like definitely tell me like what your experiences was like. Like obviously it's gonna be hectic, it's gonna be crazy. I know it is, and even though I know it is, I'm still super excited, which it sounds so crazy. It's such a mom thing to say. Like 2 under 2 is gonna be crazy, but I'm so excited for it, you know? I'm gonna go ahead and end this video now. Yeah, this is just a chatty vlog, and I hope you guys didn't mind all of my blabbering and me just kind of using this platform as my own personal vlogging diary. So yeah, thank you guys so much for watching, and I hope to see you guys in the next video. Bye.